Hi, Laura. Thanks for coming in today.
Hey, Shreya. No problem.
How are you?
I'm good.
Well, this is the first time I'm meeting you, so go ahead. Tell me a bit about yourself.
So I am a senior this year, 18. I am really involved in dance. I'm in a couple other academic clubs at school, but I'm on the dance team. I'm the captain.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a prestigious position.
Yeah, thanks. I've been on the dance team for a couple years, so it was really cool to get promoted to do that.
I'm sure that's an accomplishment.
Thank you, yeah. Let's see what else I have. A dog. Yeah, I think that's kind of it.
Okay. Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, one.
Oh, okay.
I have an older brother.
Oh, that's nice.
He's a couple years older. He's going to school a few hours away, so I don't get to see him that often, but we're pretty close.
That's great. So I know that you wanted to come in to talk about something.
Yeah. So graduation is coming up, and I just kind of having a hard time with my parents right now. I feel like they don't understand what I want. We're just disagreeing on some stuff. And I don't feel like they hear me when I talk about what it's going to look like for me after graduation.
So you feel like your parents aren't listening to you when you're telling them that you're having these issues?
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of speaking different languages at points. I'm talking and they're hearing the words that are coming out of my mouth, but they're not really listening. They're not really understanding.
Can you tell me a bit more about what it is that you're having issues with that they're not listening about?
Yeah, so I told you I was on the dance team, I've danced growing up, all that. I want to pursue a career in dance. I've had a lot of feedback from instructors, and they've said they think it's something that I would have a shot at, which they don't tell everybody. But for my parents, college is it's what I'm going to do. It's what they've always thought I would do. They don't see there being any other option once I graduate.
So it seems like on one hand, you want to pursue dance as a career, but they want you to solely focus on college as an option.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of conflict in pursuing the future.
Yeah. That's always been what I would do. I'm doing well in school. It's not that I don't like academics. It's just that's not all of who I am, and it seems like they think you have to go to college. They think if I don't go now, I'm never going to go, and I don't think that's true, but they're having a hard time seeing any other possible option right now.
Have your parents been supportive of dancing in the past?
Yeah, absolutely. They love that I dance. It's not that they don't like dance. They just don't like that as a career option for me. It's that you go to college. In my family, that's what you do. You don't have an option. They're fine with me dancing for fun. Dancing as a career kind of seems like it's a different thing for them.
But dancing for you is more than that.
Yeah.
It seems really important to you.
Yeah, I love it. I feel like I come alive when I dance, and I think I could make it. I mean, you hear about people going and dancing, and I know I'll have to get a job. Besides that, I know that that's not necessarily steady income, but I feel like if I don't give it a shot, I'm going to always wish I had done it. So, I don't know. They've kind of said, we can't financially support you if you decide to do this, but I don't think I need their support. I think I can make it. I'm a hard worker. I can pull a couple extra shifts, and I think I'll be able to find dance jobs.
Wow, well, Laura, it sounds like you're very dedicated to dance, and it sounds like you're hardworking, you have a plan, you're not willing to let any obstacles hold you back, so that's great. It's hard to find passion in people, so it sounds like you have a lot of that.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just hard that it feels like my obstacle are my parents, and that, I don't know, I feel like I can do it, but they've always been so supportive of me. I don't know what it would be like to have them not support me or not care about what I'm doing. I don't know. I mean, you know, I'm about to be 18, and when I move out of the house, I can do whatever. I'll be an adult, so I can make it if I need to.
So it sounds on one hand, they've been supportive about everything you've done your whole life,
Yeah.
and you really have counted on their support and depended on them up to now. And now that you have all this freedom, you think that you might be able to do it on your own, but it seems like a part of you still wants their approval and their support in this. So it sounds like maybe you do actually want them to believe in you and support that this could be a career.
Yeah,
Is that correct?
I think you're right. I mean, as much as I want to be an adult and I want to go after my dreams and I want to be able to move to a city by myself and fully support myself, I'm kind of scared, to be honest. They have always been there. They have always supported me. I don't know what it would be like to have to do it on my own because I haven't yet. So I don't know, it would be weird to do something totally independent of that net that I've always had.
It's kind of out of the norm for you.
Yeah.
I can imagine how discouraging it might be not to have their support, and how overwhelming and scared you must be to be making such a big decision at this point in your life. It's something completely new, and just having their support would probably mean a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I think if I moved out there, you know, there's this other girl at my studio, and she's thinking about making a career of it too. So I think I would have her, but that seems really different than having my parents and financial support. I mean, they've always been there if a bill comes up and I can't pay it, or, you know, stuff happens with my car. They've always kind of been there to bail me out, and a roommate isn't necessarily going to bail you out. So
it sounds like your potential roommate is a support system that you could have, and you could relate to her with the dance passion.
Yeah.
But with your parents, there's always been this security with them, and you can always fall back on them no matter what.
For sure. It feels like running out of the security that I've known in the past, and that's kind of exciting and kind of scary at the same time. I don't know if they're right, if I should just wait, but they say these are the years that you can make a career of dance. You know, you don't really see too many professional dancers that are over 30. So I feel like if I don't go now, when am I going to go?
So now I see age being a factor as well in this. So there's a lot of different things going on right now. Let me take a step back and kind of give you what it sounds like to me. So it sounds like you're very passionate about dance. It's something that you do want to pursue after graduation, and you're great at it. You've had practice your whole life. Your instructors think you can make it. You have all this support from a lot of people telling you to make it, but your parents are kind of this obstacle, and you really do want their support. But at the same time, if you wait around for their support, then you might not. You might lose out on the years that your body can dance. So let's focus on maybe if you did pursue dance without your parents' support, what would that be like for you? How important is your parents' support for you?
Yeah, it is really important. Dance has always been a dream of mine, but you know, they've always been the ones in the front row cheering me on. So if I danced and they 100% cut off all support, I think if they cut off financial support, I'd be okay. I think if they cut off emotional support, which they're not threatening to do, I don't know, I'll be in a different city and I don't know how close they'll be. If they cut off emotional support, it would be really hard for me. I'm not sure that it would so much be an option for me. So yeah, I guess it is important to me to have that emotional connection from them.
Yeah, it sounds like something that you really value.
Yeah, I do. They've been kind of a source of strength And, growing up, they're who paid for my dance classes. They're who drove me to dance until I could drive. And they've always been really supportive of me going after whatever I was passionate about. So to not have that, I think, would change how willing I am to go. Yeah.
Whenever you approach your parents about this and about your interest in pursuing it, do you get a lot of negative feedback?
They're still really supportive of dance. So they're not negative about me wanting to dance. They more suggest that that becomes kind of an extracurricular thing for me. For them, it's totally an option if I go to college and I'm dancing while I'm in college. Or actually, they're pretty cool about even if I majored in dance. They don't really care what I have a degree in as long as I have a degree. So it's not dance that they have negativity towards. It's not getting a degree right now. And they're willing to pay for my college right now. And if I went, I don't know, I just feel like I don't have a guarantee. If I went and danced for a couple years and came back, I mean, by then I'll be, 22, and, I don't know if they're going to be willing to pay for my college at that point. So it kind of seems like there's a lot of time pressure for me around it.
So it sounds like they are willing to support you in dance. If you want to major in it, they just want you to have a degree, it seems, for security purposes.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered majoring in dance? Because it seems to me that for you it's either dance or college, but maybe it could be both if that was an option you could see yourself doing.
Yeah, that's true. I hadn't really thought about majoring in it before. I think because the colleges around my hometown, the colleges around where we live, don't have great dance programs. But, maybe if I looked into other ones, I know New York has a lot of great dance programs. No, I hadn't ever considered going to school for dance. Those had always been separate things for me.
And there's also dance scholarships out there that you could apply for. So financially you could get aid if you wanted to pursue dance. So there are a lot of options.
That's true. I hadn't thought about those yet.
To your parents, is it more of the security of a plan?
For them? Yeah. I think if I go to college now, it's like a guaranteed done. That's when people go to college, is right after they graduate. I think they're more scared for me that if I don't go right away, I'm not going to go at all. And they both have college degrees. My mom's in education, so education's really important to them. I think it just seems like for them, if I deviate away from the plan, I may never get back on it. Which I don't necessarily feel like that, but I think that's what they're most scared of. Because they're not scared of dance, they're just scared of me trading college for dance.
So Laura, where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself dancing, or do you see yourself being able to handle all of the new things college comes with and dancing? It sounds like you hadn't thought about going to college right after graduation, and that maybe your desire was to solely focus on dance, but I want to hear what you want to do.
I think that seeing how important my parents' support is to me, and I don't love thinking about the idea of moving off and just having that roommate and not having them. I think I would be interested in seeing if there are any competitive dance programs at schools that would offer me a degree that I could get into. I know the ones around here aren't great, but I think if I had my parents' support, I would be okay moving farther to go to a better program.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you're not totally opposed to going somewhere for a program if it could benefit you in your dance career.
Yeah, I guess I'm not. I think that kind of takes away some of the fear about not having my parents' support. but then I don't have to sacrifice my dream either.